So first of all, welcome. Thank you all for coming in today. So of course, all of you are there in the premises of Symbiosis Skills University. Yeah, we are India's #1 skill university by the National Institutional Ranking Framework. This National Institutional Ranking Framework, the rankings are done by the Government of India, Ministry of Education. We are very proud of the fact that 2 years in a row we are #1. But more importantly, we are also delighted that today we have with us Mr. 𝐋𝐨𝐬𝐬 𝐬𝐿, country head of Syngenta, and we are extremely delighted that he is here. And this is the difference between a skills university and a conventional university. There are more than 1,100 higher education universities in India offering bachelor's, master's degrees and other educational certificates. But the difference is that you are in India's first skill-based university, whether government or private. We were the first ones to set up in 2016 the Symbiosis Skills and Professional University and the Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences, Indore. Yeah. So I know many of you are prospective students. Some of you are students who are probably looking to work with Syngenta in internship and placements. And of course, as we go along, I'll bring in the features of the college, because I just don't want to keep talking to you about our university, and I want to move on to the topic also of logistics. But before that, I just want to introduce to you the country head of Syngenta, 𝐋𝐨𝐬𝐬 𝐬𝐿 sir, who has taken time out of his busy schedule to be at Symbiosis Skills Universities. That itself shows you how much Symbiosis gives the weightage to the industry. Everything that we do in a skill university, be it the curriculum design, be it the unique pedagogy that we have on lecture, tutorial, practicals and skills, be it the way the industry is involved with the students in giving them guest lectures, industrial visits. So today, later in the afternoon, our students are interviewing with Syngenta. Yeah. So in a skill university, every year there is a 2-month of internship, and in the final year there is a 6-month of internship. Yeah. So let me just introduce 𝐋𝐨𝐬𝐬 𝐬𝐿 sir. So of course, if you go to his LinkedIn profile and others, he introduces himself as a passionate farmer. Yeah. And we are a university that genuinely believes that each one of the student has a talent and has a passion. And our job is to convert your passion into a profession. Yeah. So of course, he is an India-based global trade compliance and customs operational professional, currently associated with Syngenta India in Pune. Of course, if you look at his LinkedIn profile, he has worked with organizations like Honeywell, Piaggio Group, CommScope, Emerson, Mahindra Logistics. Yeah. His expertise lies in the area of customs and international trade compliance, global supply chain operations, EXIM, export-import procedures and logistics, trade regulations and DGFT matters, Director General of Foreign Trade Matters, cross-border compliance management. And the intent here was to not throw these different jargons to you, which we also have in our curriculum, but the importance for it was to tell you that logistics and supply chain management is not just about transportation, is not just about warehouse, is not just about inventory. Yeah. Logistics and supply chain management covers a very broad area. And of course, so I will stop his introduction there. Of course, his achievements and recognition, there's a lot about him, you have to read on LinkedIn, but he was recognized at Honeywell for securing significant Director General Foreign Trade Export Incentives and Compliance Initiatives. He's of course an engineering graduate, an MBA from Savitribai Phule University, the executive leadership and global strategy training he has done from International Law University, and he's considered as an expert in related to legal matters related to supply chain management. And of course, he works through his job with different countries, different people in different countries, and that is the beauty of supply chain management and logistics carriers. You can build in India, you can build your carrier in abroad. Yeah. So of course, Syngenta India, just for you to know, is a leading agri-tech and crop protection company headquartered in Pune, focused on seeds, crop protection and agriculture innovation across India. So sir, with that, I warmly welcome you to the Symbiosis campus, and we look forward to the conversation. And Dr. Kinde, so how many minutes have we planned this for? 45 minutes is the conversation. Sure.
Right.
So we'll have 15-minute Q&A, and you can feel free to ask the question at any point of time while we are conversing. The conversation is more to get you all involved into this conversation, and I even request our existing students like Sushmita and Pradyuman Birla, if you have any questions and want to ask something, you're more than welcome to ask in between. Because so what do I intend to do in the next 30 to 45 minutes? I want to paint a picture with sir's help of what is logistics and supply chain management, what are the kind of carriers you can build in logistics and supply chain. First of all, why logistics and supply chain? Why not some other? And then of course we would want to know from Sridharji on how his career evolved into logistics supply chain management, and of course to share his views and thoughts on what are the different specializations available in the BBA and MBA space, and how is it that, you know, little bit Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, whatever he has seen and whatever he has heard. So by the way, he was our speaker in the international conference. Yeah, I think, sir, did you have it? No, no problem.
Actually, we were here for the cyber security seminar, and I just got to see the email that the venue has been shifted. So is it the same venue?
Yes, in cyber security event also would be at the Symbiosis Skills and Professional University only. As you know, we have 17 different specializations. So the cyber security one will also be probably in the adjacent conference room. E301. So one of us will take you to E301 after another 10-15 minutes if you like. We'll escort you to E301.
You can ask question related to
cyber security also. No, you can ask related to it.
Yeah.
We'll address it, and then sure.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll take you.
Before we start, I will request all of you to come here, you know, front side, yeah, so that we can have a very close interaction.
So, just Sridhar sir, just to lay out the.
So first of all, thank you for inviting me here, Dr. Raghavan, Dr. Kinde, and this is my second time I think I am coming to Symbiosis, and the reason is very clear, that we need to understand what we are doing exactly when we are studying after 12th, okay, and why we are choosing the courses which are really different from what we are expecting. Everybody wants to become a doctor, everybody wants to become an engineer, okay, everybody wants to go into the IT. Why people are not coming to the area like cyber security, like counterfeiting, like supply chain management, like customs, okay, or commerce, okay. So this is how I have started interaction. Last time the fantastic conference was organized on the ports and logistics. So in continuation to this, we can have a today's discussion on the exactly career opportunities on ports and logistics. Even apart from that, if you have a different question, you can ask.
So sir, one of the first questions to start with, why is logistics and supply chain management important for India or even for the whole world? Why is it as a career or even for a country's economy? Why is it important? Where do you see the role of logistics supply chain management?
So see, in earlier era, the term was started evolving from the word transportation, okay. It was a pure transportation. Now then, in west part and in Europe, the people have done a lot of research. Is this really a transportation or it is beyond that? And then the discussion has been started, and the word came into picture, logistics. Logistics is a science, first of all, I would like to clear. It is purely a science, okay? And why it is getting so many importance, you can easily understand from the current situation where we are right now. Where is the rate of the crude oil is going up, why it is going up. So the reason and the backbone of this is the logistics. Because there is we all know that geopolitical situations are not good, and there is a war in between US and Iran and Israel, okay. But war is in between three countries, but world is getting impacted. Why it is? Today also we are in dilemma that I will get diesel and petrol or not. So it is like on the basis of the route, okay, Strait of Hormuz, which is getting impacted, and the reason is that logistics is again getting importance on that. So now it is a syllabus, it is a course, and there are a lot of opportunities because India is investing huge amount in logistics and ports, okay. So there are a lot of job opportunities in ports and logistics also. So this is important aspect, and the industry is not getting the ready-made candidates, okay. That is the biggest challenge for the industry, and they are getting from somewhere else, they are training them, they are doing their skill enhancement for 4-5 years, and then they are using them as a freshers, okay. Usually we call freshers that somebody has done the degree and he is coming to the industry, we use them as a freshers. But industry is saying that we will pick up the candidates, we are doing the skill enhancement for them for 2-3 years, and then we are using them on job. So that is how it is. So logistics is a backbone of the economy. So that is very much, everybody has to understand on that point.
And I think you'll admit, sir, even the Prime Minister of the country, when he talks of Viksit Bharat, when he talks of Atmanirbhar Bharat, logistics and supply chain and sort of ports and terminal management are sort of central to his vision on how he is going to compete with China and other countries. And I know since you are there in trade, in your particular role, yeah, how do you see the situation currently with all these wars and things going on and China being there? Can India truly one day through trade be a challenger to China, and how do you see the logistics, supply chain, the ports and terminal management in these areas playing a role in making India a Viksit Bharat, an Atmanirbhar Bharat?
So frankly speaking, we are not that much able to compete with the China and other countries, because we have to understand first where we are exactly. But we are very in a good position from last 5-6 years. If you see how we are in a good position, because we are transforming ourselves towards the topmost global economy in terms of infrastructure, okay. I don't know you know or not, we are coming up with the again new port, Vadhavan port, okay, biggest port in India. Any mother vessel will discharge at this particular port, okay. So that is because 75,000 crores still government is spending on that. I think more than that it will get routed to the port. So government is very clear prospective. They are China. I think we are not able to compete China currently at this situation, because they are their own way of working. We have our own way of working, but I always feel that we should have our own shipping line, okay, India shipping line. Government is also thinking on that particular platform. We have a shipping corporation of India, but we should do something else. Yesterday only I am hearing that Adani is acquiring 2-3 liners, 2-3 logistics companies in the US and Europe, okay. Maybe that will give some kind of good news to the Indian market. But the most probably, if you see the China, China is into the mass production, okay. We are into the different kind of scenarios. They have lot of SEZs. We do not have that much SEZs in India. But what we have exactly? We have the youth power, okay, we have the consistency in performance, and we have the ambition. Okay, that three things are very important, which I am emphasizing again and again. And as compared to trade, we are linking Vadhwana and JNPT port through the rail corridor. Okay, that is very important project for the government. We are coming up with the biggest airport near the sea airport. If you see the Navi Mumbai airport, cargo complex which is getting developed. Again, we are coming up with the idea that I understood from the government of Maharashtra's in the news that they are also planning to have another airport near Panvel and near Vadwan. So these things are getting evolved day by day. Government knows the importance of infrastructure, which will only boost the economy. So job will get created, but only thing is that we have to identify what kind of job will get created and how academia and industry will collaborate with each other and give the clear path to the students. So that is very important.
Thank you so much, sir. I think through your, answer, you addressed two big questions. One is you mentioned that there is a skill gap because the people that the other universities are churning out, they are not meeting the needs of the industry, whether be it logistics, supply chain, be it ports or in other areas. The needs are not being met. The other thing that I really appreciated the way you mentioned it was also that industry is having to spend a lot of time retraining them. And frankly, that is the vision with which our founder Pro-Chancellor Dr. Swati Majumdar, when she looked at Germany, China and Korea, she looked at the models of education there and she came up with this unique pedagogy of lecture, tutorial, practicals and skill because to reduce this retraining in the industry. And sir, so just quickly checking, because I know all of us, both you and I have been in the industry in logistics supply chain. Just to give the people in this room and the people who are watching us online on YouTube Live and Facebook Live, we have a significant number of students, prospective students watching us online. What would be your what have you observed? You have been with Syngenta, you have looked at different people who come to you to join. So what are some of the skills you look for in a particular student or in a particular professional who joins the logistics and logistics and supply chain space or the ports and terminal management? What is the kind of skills that you look for and where do you find the younger generation in India lacking?
See, I always say, we are doing academics, and I think a teacher will play a very important role in entire academics. Okay, so I always, observe that there is a lag, or maybe due to any reason, students are not passionate about their course. Okay, if I will select any kind of thing, let it be, you select ports and logistics, you select IT, you select engineering, you select MBBS, but you should be passionate about that. Okay, so once you passionate, you will immediately understand what is my next step. Okay, so logistics is the only one stream in country, in economy, which is attached to different things. Okay, like logistics is attached to customs, logistics is attached to warehousing, logistics is attached to planning, procurement, exim. This is the only field. Okay, this will open the door for the students to enter in any stream which is directly linked with the logistics sector. I have seen someone has done the diploma in engineering, then he has done the diploma in logistics, he has done then post-graduation diploma from Symbiosis, distance learning in international business. He is a vice president in one of the organization. I met him and I have understood the reality from him, how your career has been transformed from engineering diploma to the logistics and then towards the entire department setting. So the word came out is a passion. We need to understand how we are going with the passion for the course which we have selected. So there is lot of opportunities. Okay, you have to interact with the people. You have to start using LinkedIn, connect with the people. Even industry should connect with the academia regularly, because the way industry is having the practical knowledge, if they will share that knowledge with the academia, it will make a big impact. Okay, because your thought process is towards the improving the knowledge in from the syllabus point of view, and academia thought process is to give something practical, okay, which is very important. And I feel that ports and logistics, trade, global trade, this kind of initiative is very important. So I think there are a lot of opportunities. You have to only connect with the right people, have some kind of collaborative seminars, workshop, invite the industry people. Industry people are also very now happy to connect with the academia, which was not earlier the case, before 5 years or before 6 years back. But now people are coming towards giving that kind of knowledge to the academia also. So I think we can leverage that and work hand to hand to improve our educational system and support our economy.
Thank you so much. I mean, you spoke eloquently that the field of supply chain management is very unique. I mean, yes, a person who enters into the finance industry, normally at the lower level, he has only a vertical track. Yeah, he can become a chief financial officer. A person who joins in marketing, yeah, normally becomes a chief marketing officer. But the beauty of supply chain management, as you beautifully pointed out, it is a horizontal. It cuts across, the planning field, the designing field, the manufacturing field, the distribution, the retail, the customer delivery and support. So the person who joins the supply chain management cuts across all the different verticals, and that is the beauty. And a career in supply chain management is industry agnostic. I mean, if one takes a look at your career, you have worked with Honeywell, you have worked with Piaggio, you have worked now you're now working in an agricultural company. So, and you mentioned the word that supply chain management is the backbone of any company. I think that is the beauty of it.
I just would like to add here one point, that if you see the companies like Amazon, Flipkart, then companies like Walmart, if you see these guys, okay, so what they are doing exactly, they are transforming logistics into the digitization world, okay, and there is a huge potential in India for that. So we also need to I think transform. We need to change our thinking towards seeing the commerce. Commerce is the same thing which we are talking, that do the BCom and let us put it into the finance. Okay, I have a different opinion. If somebody wants to grow in the organization, he must have to have the knowledge of supply chain, because supply chain is directly linked with the customer. If customer is happy in the organization, everyone is happy. Okay, and if we want to make customer happy, we need to strengthen our supply chain. If goods will not move from the port to factory on time, please, you can ask this question to anyone in the industry. He will not able to start the manufacturing. He will not distribute it to the hub. He will not further distribute it to the different warehouses, and it will not reach to the final customer on time. And if it will not reach to the final customer on time, he is ready to buy from some other company. So there is a lot of things going on the supply chain. I was part of the discussion with one of the US professor, and he was doing his PhD in supply chain. So I was on the Teams call with him last week, and I was telling him, what is the thing which you are seeing that supply chain should be on the topmost when we compare it to the IT. So he's saying the days will come. Artificial intelligence will change everything in coming days, and the topmost guy is only the supply chain guy. Any organization will you enter in next 2-3 years, supply chain guy will be the topmost guy in the organization.
So, and I think you so beautifully mentioned that anyone, so if you go and search in Google, how many of the top CEOs are from logistics, supply chain management background or from the operations management, supply chain management background? What Sir said will be proved to you. Yeah, Alan Mulally has his background in logistics, supply chain management. Tim Cook of Apple has his background in logistics and supply chain management. So that is the point that Sridhar was trying to make, that unless you understand about the operations of an organization, be it a service oriented organization or be it a manufacturing organization, if you do not understand the operations, you do not understand the service, you are not building yourself to become a leader or a CEO. And of course, you know, at Symbiosis we have MBA in logistics and supply chain management. We have a BBA in logistics and supply chain management. We have a BBA in ports and terminal management. Countries only program in the area of ports. You will find lot of marine engineering courses, lot of other courses. But in ports and terminal management, we are probably the only one at the undergraduate level. So since you spoke about a lot about how technology is playing a role, and little bit I want you, even in your current role, what role is technology, artificial intelligence, data science playing in the world of logistics, supply chain management, be it in designing, planning, buying, manufacturing, distribution, retail, customer delivery and support? If you can give some idea of how technology is impacting. And you know, the myth that we have in our mind is that logistics and supply chain is all just about someone sweating it out in the logistics, you know, with the truckers in sabji mandis or in warehouses. How have you seen the industry change over the years? And also a little bit, if you can tell people how you started into the logistics supply chain area, what has been your career journey and growth, which are the roles and positions you handled, and of course, if you can give us some future of what you intend doing the next few years, that would be great for the students to emulate a role model like you in the logistics and supply chain management space.
If you ask me about myself, I'm from the farming background. My father is a farmer, okay, and we both, my two sisters and one of my brother, you know, we four are out of our village to take a education, okay, because my father was having wish that we should do something out of this. We have a farming, it is like a, you know, generation to generation, the same kind of thing we are doing. So then I have done my 12th from Latur and then engineering from Aurangabad and MBA from Pune University. I was keen to have, because I'm from the engineering background, so people used to take me into the select quality department, select vendor development, select manufacturing, you can do better in the manufacturing. So I was searching lot of opportunities, a lot of avenues available into that. And one fine day, I have got a chance when I was in Mahindra. My first job was in Mahindra, and my boss was told me, Sridhar, we have to start new Egypt project, and we have to start sending all the component of Scorpio. Scorpio was very lucrative brand that time. Today is also very lucrative brand, but that time craze was something different for the Scorpio. And I told that, boss, I have never went to port. Why I should go to port? I have done my engineering, I have done my MBA, okay, why I should go to port? So he was telling, you just go it and understand what is going on there. First time I saw the raw whistle in which the cars are going and my parts are going, and I entered into the raw vessel. From inside the vessel is something different. There is a international band, there is an international bar in the vessel, and I saw that this is something different, what I have learnt in my engineering and MBA days. And then I started thinking how this product is going from this point to this point. And then people like my boss was telling, just understand the Incoterm. Then my career has started from the Incoterms. Then I was very keen to understand, because I learned everything in engineering and MBA, but I was not knowing this, what is this Incoterm, what is this letter of credit. And then I started working on that, searching people, those who are working in this field, gathering the knowledge from them, and I have decided this field only give me the correct career. Okay, I made for this particular field. So somebody has told me that, you have not done any kind of course and all that. So I have taken admission in one of the course of some consultant was working on that particular course, and he taught me that course for 6 months. And I surprised that there is a custom broker in the field who is doing the custom clearance. Mahindra is not doing the custom clearance. Then I went to the custom station then, and then the entire thing get open. Then I thought that I should spend 1 year on port only to understand. And you will not imagine, I have not sat in my corporate office. I went 1 year on the port, what is going on, how the shipping bill is getting filed, how the cargo is moving, how the broker are clearing, how the examination, inspection, assessment, everything will come out. And this 2 years has given me the fantastic roadmap towards the career in the global trade. And then I have then decided that why should I work with the automobile? I know the automobile classification, HSN. I should go to the heavy industry. Then my journey started. Then I joined ThyssenKrupp, which is the different industry. And that industry is like Prash, Thermax, ThyssenKrupp. These are into the EPC contracting. They are constructing big projects, infrastructure, sugar, power plant, boilers. I have then decided that, then we'll go to something else. Then I went to the electronics, mechatronics. So that is what I am saying again and again, that this industry, this course, this syllabus will open all avenues. Now everything I have done, I have worked in antenna also. I have worked in semiconductor field also. And then my father told me that everywhere you are going, why you are not going to something which is related to us? And then that time I was having offer from GE and Syngenta. I have accepted the Syngenta's offer. I am telling you, I am very happy today where I am, because I am directly linked with the farmers. Farmers are very close to me. We are handling the farmers' supply chain. We are creating the value in the farmer's life day by day. So this is how the journey started. Now the next question is that what is your next 4 or 5 years plan? I think whatever I have learned till date, I want to give it to the industry. I want to give it to the academia, because I know how the big struggle I have done while reaching towards this stage. So people, I am doing myself the marketing of this kind of career in my area in Marathwada. I am telling people, don't go to that course. You are losing your money also, you are losing your time also, you are losing your years also. Come and take the admission for this course, directly linked with the economy, e-commerce, commerce. So this is how I would like to spend next my journey towards that. I also want to build my career, but career will definitely get built because I am passionate, I know that. But with that, I think we should give to the society. So that's why I have started this mission. You will not imagine, Mr. Raghavan, that I am pushing the people, those who are done BCom, and I am telling them to join the custom broker organization in Navasheva. Okay, and they are now H card holders, G card holders, F card holders. Few people have F card holders, and they have started their own custom broker firms. So it is not about the job. It is also about making yourself be ready towards the entrepreneurship also. You can start your own organization. And I'll tell you, I will invite my friend who is started his journey through farm produce company, FPO. Now he is exporting the figs from all over Pune to Netherlands, Germany, to entire Europe. Okay, so company name is Purandar Farm Producer Company. So these guys are doing fantastic, and this course will definitely help you. Only thing is that you have to change your thinking and move again towards the searching of new things in the industry.
I think all of you were able to hear how passionately he explained, yeah, his whole career, yeah. and how it involved different industries. Yeah, right now he's with the agri supply chain. Before that he was with automotive. Before that he was others. The other beautiful part while he was explaining is he explained through his experiences how he had to learn what was going on in that industry, in spite of the fact that he had an engineering degree, an MBA degree, and still he had to learn by going through those operations. And I think that is where Symbiosis Skills and Professional University makes a difference. Because in the curriculum itself, every topic that he spoke about, right? So for instance, he spoke about, how the F license, G license, that is taught in the subject Export and Import Trade Procedures in the 3rd semester in BBA Logistics and Supply Chain. He spoke about how, I think he spoke about duties and custom brokers and things like that. We have a subject called Custom Clearance and Freight Forwarding where that is taught. Yeah. So the reason why everything he talks is being taught at the BBA Logistics, BBA Ports level at Symbiosis is because of people like him from the industry who are developing the curriculum in a skills university. The curriculum in a skill university is not developed by people like me or some other teacher or some other PhDs just sitting in a room. Yeah, it is developed in close collaboration with the industry. That is the difference in a skill university. The curriculum is done. Then he spoke about how he had to go to a port and be there. Yeah, in our curriculum, as part of the curriculum in logistics and ports, students, we follow the German Kanchiku model where lecture, tutorial, practicals and skills are done in a day. In the practicals and skills period, in a semester, at least 2 industrial visits, 2 guest lectures where the student, so all our logistics and port students have gone to an ICD, which is the depot, they have gone to a warehouse, they have gone to a manufacturing facility, they have gone to a procurement organization, they have gone to a port. This is where the thing that he was mentioning, where he had to go and learn the experience. Here the curriculum itself is made in an experiential way, where compulsorily every student who has taken admission into the BBA Logistics and BBA course has to go through this experience. So it is not just theoretical knowledge on the blackboard. That is where the conventional universities are. They are teaching through the blackboard. Whereas a skill university is taking help of people like Sridhar Ladane sir and other industry experts, involving them in the academic council, doing the education. Then is the experience of taking them for practical visits, and then the exam itself that is conducted. We invite people like him from the industry, not the teachers who have taught the subject, to do the evaluation. So we have people from industry doing the skill and practical viva.
I also would like to add here, you can see the layoffs in any industry. You will never see the layoff in the supply chain. Tell me any one example, if you read in the newspaper, that this industry, this organization have lay off 50 employees of supply chain. It will never happen. Never happened in the past also, and it will never happen in the future also. Supply chain people demand will grow more than what it has been, earlier era. Okay, so we have to keep in mind that this is like, in engineering days we used to tell that कि सब मरेंगे लेकिन मैकेनिकल वाला कहाँ नहीं जाएगा, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर कहाँ नहीं जाएगा. That was the thought process, people were running in our era. And same thing I am repeating, that कोई भी कहाँ भी जाएगा, supply chain का बंदा will be the topmost person into the organization.
I think he mentioned a fact which I keep repeating, in logistics and supply chain.
Very
is
true.
An evergreen field, no shortage of jobs in ports and terminal management, logistics and supply chain management. And you don't have to believe us. You don't even have to believe Sridhar sir and me. You go to Google right now, type future of logistics supply chain management jobs, look at Bureau of Labor Statistics. You can doubt everyone's data, but at least the American government's data on numbers, you cannot doubt. Between 2022 to 2033, the logistics and supply chain management jobs, or the operations management jobs, supply chain management jobs, ports and terminal management jobs, these are growing at the rate of 20%
Percent.
plus year over year. How much is India's economy growing by? Hardly 6 to 8%. And we are considered to be the world's fastest growing economy. Yeah, the US economy is growing only at 1 or 2%. Yeah, and this industry is growing at 20%. Reflect on that for a minute. 6% India's economy growing for the next 10 years. We are not even talking about 1-2 years. That is the beauty of Symbiosis Skills University.
I also would like to add you, last month, Ministry of Commerce has conducted one trade meeting, and Mr. �Piyush Goyal was the chair of that particular meeting. All the secretarial were there, and there is a thought process going in the ministry that why the diversity is not there in the logistics and ports and terminals and customs. Why the females are not coming? Okay, so I'll tell you, next 3-4 months, this Manthan will again go in between government and industry, and government may come out of that situation that there will be a special kind of arrangements for the females in this industry, because government wants that female should come, they should lead this industry, and they should give some kind of good direction. So I think that will also be a very impactful decision in the coming days. Exactly. If you see the Nhava Sheva Customs also, they have issued the trade notice. They have issued the trade notice. CBIC has mandated them that any facilitation meeting will organized by the customs, there should be a slot, there should be a reservation to the female candidates.
At this point, I would like to tell you that the first vessel planner,
Exactly.
woman vessel planner in India is a graduate from this
Symbiosis.
university, a girl
Yeah.
called 𝐋𝐨𝐬𝐬.
Yeah.
Then in the area of logistics and supply chain management, for the first time when the logistics and freight forwarding category was introduced in the World Skill Olympics, yeah, which was held in Lyon, France, the only girl who represented India was a student of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University BBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management student Simone Grover. This year, both in the western region as well as in the eastern region, the finalist students, whether it was Soham Phadke or Shrishti Dabi, were students of logistics and supply chain and student of ports and these students, this competition is held by National Skill Development Corporation through the India Skills competition at the city level, state level, district level, and students from any university, be it IIT, be it ITIs, be it Think, could participate. And 1,26,000 students participate in this competition, and 2 years in a row in logistics and freight forwarding category are students. So that is the proof. I know we both have been speaking for the last 45 minutes or so, and so I think at this point of time I would like to open it up for any questions, whether from our existing students, I see some familiar faces, as well as the prospective students. And I think we should allow the prospective students to ask any question they might want to, whether related to logistics supply chain or of any other topic. And all that I would say is he spoke very eloquently about the international careers that people in ports, logistics have done. Our own student, Abdul Ghanim from BBA Ports, is right now working in Dubai. We had other students like Bhavesh Bijarapu, who went and did his internship abroad with BMW and other companies. Of course, my name is Raghavan Santhanam. I am the Director for School of Ports, Terminal Management and Logistics. And for 30 years I was in the industry. Last 4 years I have been teaching here. And even people like me get outdated. That is why we have people like Sridhar sir, who is currently in the industry, to come and talk to us and to keep us updated with our knowledge. And if you take a look at even my career, I spent 8 years in the United States with IBM in supply chain management consulting, 5 years in Indonesia with organizations like Liz Claiborne, in India with Hindustan Liver, Hindustan Liver and Standard Chartered Bank as their country head for procurement and supply chain management. So as you can see, if you build a career in ports or logistics, if you take a look at the two people's careers, you can build a career not just in India but abroad. So I'll just open it up for questions. I would sincerely request all the prospective students to ask any questions. Also, although today's talk was focused on the School of Ports, Terminal Management and Logistics, I just want to also inform that we have 15 different schools, 21 different programs, all skill-based programs from the field of architecture, urban planning, to Bachelor of Design, Masters of Planning. We have courses related to beauty, wellness, nutrition. We have courses related to different fields of management, BBA in digital marketing, BBA in retail e-commerce. We have MBA in digital marketing, MBA in fintech, MBA in logistics. We also have courses in all the different engineering fields. And I think when you heard Sridhar say that, you know, the beauty of these skill universities is that the courses are very specific. We do not have mechanical engineering, we have mechatronics. We do not have civil engineering, we have construction and infrastructure. So each of our courses are designed for the future. Yeah, if I'll open it up to question, and I would request Dr. Kainde to help me out by passing on the mic to maybe first the prospective students, then to our existing students like Sushmita. We also have, I think, I'm forgetting his name, Jagan and others.
And there is no language barrier. You can
no
ask
language
in
barrier.
Marathi,
You can ask in
Hindi,
Marathi,
Kannada, English, whatever you want to ask.
Sir, since you have a specialization in customs and trade, I have a question regarding how do you get more knowledge in the, related to DGFT or customs laws specifically, related to regulations, etc.
Okay. So this is okay, no? Yeah. So see, I'll tell you, that is what I'm saying, that this kind of information earlier was not available anywhere. Okay. Now you can go and just open the DGFT website. You can search, everything is there on the website, I'm telling you. Okay. You will find everything. You will get the information on the India Trade Portal. India Portal is the portal which is earlier managed by IIFT. Now it is managed by FIO under the leadership of Ministry of Commerce. So these kind of websites will give you the gamut of knowledge, information. If you still find that you are not getting the details on this, I think DGFT have launched short-term online course also for the 2 months. Ayat Niryat something course structure is there. You can just sit in your room, log in. You have to pay some 2,000 bucks, and you have to get this course done. Okay. I would like to add here to your question that see, if you enter into the any course, like we're taking admission in ports and logistics and terminal in Symbiosis, don't make your mind that you're not to do something else. Start doing extra courses. Start working on the. There are so many free courses also available on the LinkedIn. There are so many free courses also available on the other platforms. Okay, so you have to keep in touch with the all the corners of the supply chains. Like the way you told DGFT, I'll tell you. Currently, also in the gap in the industry, only 55-60% people knows the DGFT. We have a 40% gap. Okay, people don't know how to apply for the license, how to close the license. Okay, people don't know on the how to open the import-export code, and other person is charging them 5,000, 10,000 bucks to open the IEC code. It is an online process. You have to go on the website, upload your company registration, whichever LLP, proprietorship, whatever you have formed, give the GST certification if required, your location details and all that. You will get the IEC in next 5-6 days. So the processes are very simplified. Everything is digitized now. So the information in hand. Only you have to work towards how I can get that information. Okay. So that is the important aspect.
And I think since Sir mentioned about online education, the importance of taking different courses, yeah, that is the beauty. In a skill university, we have something called the interdisciplinary sciences, IDSC. You're a logistics supply chain management student, you want to take some courses in retail. You want to take some courses in data science, you want to take some courses in AI. You have the luxury you have the luxury in the skill university to choose courses. Other than that, the beauty about the skill university curriculum that we are very flexible. We have blended learning. We have the Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning and the Symbiosis Digital Varsity, which has launched numerous micro-learning courses. As sir mentioned, we have courses on yoga, we have courses on how to calculate duties, you have courses on how to apply for licenses.
Right.
So that is the beauty. Any other question if people...
Even addition to this, I'm telling you, even we go for AI and data science, okay, they will not able to do anything without functional consultant.
Correct.
We are the functional consultant. We know how supply chain is moving. If we will not give the correct picture to them, they are not able to digitize anything. Okay, so this is very important. The way AI is moving, the same way supply chain functional consultant is also moving. Okay, because he has to give various business scenarios, various business transactions of the supply chain to the data science guy, to the artificial intelligence guy. Then only he will prepare that digitization module. So it is very important to understand that we will go hand in hand. Okay. So there are a lot of things to coming into the future. Only we have to see the right information at the right time.
If we can request some prospective students in any language in Marathi.
Yeah, you can ask us.
You can ask anything. Anything specific?
I'll specifically answer on the ROI, return on investment. Okay, which I always talk to any academics. I'll go, how much money we are spending for the course? Maybe it is 8 lakh, 9 lakh, 10 lakhs. Okay, you will get that ROI in ports and logistics and terminals and commerce, not more than 1.5 years. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Not more than half year. All your money will get credited on your account with the first salary itself. Okay, and the way you will get the experience of 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, then you will see it will work like anything. Okay, so this is very important discussion today. I'll really thank to Mr. Raghavan and Swati ma'am that they have invited me, and I'm happy to be part of any kind of support you guys required from industry, you guys required from any kind of summer internship. So we are there to support.
Thank you so much. So I think we'll end this conversation with the thought that, of course, Symbiosis has a known name for over 50 years in education. Our Chancellor, for all the Symbiosis, the numerous campuses that we have, our Chancellor is Dr. S.B. Majumdar. He's been honored with 2 of the 4 highest civilian awards. And of course, we have conventional universities and skill universities under the umbrella of the Symbiosis group. And Dr. Swati Majumdar, since 2016, has been a woman leader who has set up the Symbiosis Skills Universities, the Symbiosis Skills and Professional University in Pune, the Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences in Indore. We want each one of you who's either listening online or who's there in this room to come to our campus to experience the campus. Seeing is believing. Come and experience the learning factories that we have in our campus. Come and look at the centers of excellence that we have set up, whether with the Shoppers Stop, whether with Enrich Salon, whether the Newell Lucas equipment. Come experience the lab. Come be a part of the skill revolution. To build India, Skill India is the mission of the Prime Minister. We are committed to Narendra Modi ji's vision of an India where every person in India is skilled. And on behalf of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, we want to thank Dr. Sridhar Ladane, and I would request Dr. Kahinde to come and please hand over the a small token of appreciation.
And
thank you so much, sir.
I also thanks to the participants who have joined online, because I have also sent this invitation to lot of industry people, those who are connected with us, and they are the parents also, and few people from the chambers also. I have routed this your registration, so I will request them that you please come to campus, see the campus, meet the faculty, meet Mr. Raghavan. He will guide you on that front, how this course is designed. You will also see the lab here. There is a beautiful lab. And you can see how this change is happening under the leadership of Swati Mujumdarji, Dr. Raghavan, and all the professor and staff. And keep in touch with them. And before you take any decision for your BBA, MBA, I will again request you to please visit the campus once.
Thank you so much. I also want to thank all the IT staff, our creative Amol Nanal sir and others, and of course to all the people who are there online. With the help of Amol Nanal ji, we will be publishing the link where you will be able to see this. It will be there on YouTube and other social media platform. Spread the word, share it on your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn pages. Spread the word, help India become a skilled nation. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.